In this video, we're going to write the equation of a line passing through the points -6, 3 and 6, -6. So let's go ahead and take inventory of what we have. We're only given two pieces of information, and that is 2 points that this line passes through. So let's go ahead and label those x1, y1, and x2, y2, just to keep them separate and keep ourselves out of trouble when we start plugging things in. So the first x value x1, the first y value y1, second x value x2, second y value y2. Now, typically in a situation like this, unless we're specifically given the y-intercept and the slope, we want to use the point-slope form of the equation of a line, and that's what we want to fill in. And you can see that written in blue. Y minus y1 is equal to m multiplied by x minus x1. And there are three things that we want to fill in using that form of the equation of a line. We want to fill in the y1, the x1, and we want to fill in the m, which is our slope. So we already have the x1 and the y1 taken care of because we already labeled our first point x1, y1. So that's good, we have numbers for that. But we need to figure out how we're going to get numbers for the slope because we're not given the slope explicitly. But what we can do is we can think outside of the box and remember that the equation for the slope of a line passing through 2 points, m, is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And the nice thing about this is we already know our y2, our y1, our x2, and our x1 because we're given two different x values and two different y values. So really we have all the information we need, it's just kind of disguised. So let's go ahead and fill in these values and figure out what the slope is. So y2 is -6 minus y1, which is 3, over x2, that's going to be 6, minus x1, that's -6. And then we need to simplify as much as we can. -6 minus 3 more is going to give us -9 on top. And in the denominator, 6 minus a -6, the two negatives will cancel, giving us a positive between theirs, and 6 plus 6 is going to give us 12. And now we can simplify this just a little bit, divide the top and bottom by 3, and we get -3 over 4. And that's going to be our m. So now we know our slope m, we know our x1 and our y1, so all we have to do is plug those three numbers into our original equation we have over here on the left-hand side written in blue. So y minus y1 will become y minus 3, because that's what our y1 was, is equal to, instead of m, we're going to put -3 over 4, parentheses x minus x1, of course just putting in the place of x1, -6. And now we want to simplify as much as we can. Really, there's only one thing to do. We have x minus a -6. The two negatives are going to cancel, giving us a positive. And that's going to leave us with y minus 3 is equal to -3 over 4, parentheses x plus 6. And that's going to be our answer. Now notice that this question didn't specify what form of the equation of line it wanted the answer in, so we're definitely going to leave it here. We don't have to go any further unless it specifically says solve for y or find it in the slope-intercept form. So that's it.